And welcome back to Basement Movie Room. That's the slowest I've ever said that. So this week a little something different, or not that different, because we're reviewing the first episode of The Expanse, season 6. Not the first episode overall, but we're both fans of The Expanse. I had started watching it long before he had, but yes. he watched The Expanse like all 5 seasons over like the over summer.
Yeah, over COVID.
Yeah. Over COVID. So. And now season 6 has started. So first episode of season 6 starts kind of, it wasn't that exciting, to be honest. It was kind of just where are they now episode. Because I think some time has passed and we're looking at where Holden and the crew are and where Avasarala is, where Bobby is, where Philip and Marcos and Naros are. So it's kind of jumping around to figure out exactly what's going on. And honestly, the plot-wise, there's not much that goes on.
It's just basically Marco's plan for what he's trying to do to Earth.
Yeah, it's just Marco continuing his plan to drop asteroids on Earth. But you also get Holden and crew, Holden, Naomi, Amos, and we got Peaches there as well, Claire. Yeah. And of course, Alex is gone now, so we don't have any more Alex because Alex, tried to diddle some kids, I think. So, so we got rid of Alex with a stroke last season, but basically Holden, I guess, has become the captain. I was kind of hoping Bobby would join the crew, but she did not. So basically, Holden and Naomi and Amos are looking around to try to figure out where these asteroids are coming from. And they actually discover it in this episode, kind of like a way to maybe stop these asteroids. But we're also getting a pretty good view of Earth and how Earth is probably completely fucked at this point. Like nuclear winter has set in essentially, and that Avasarala doesn't think Earth is rescuable from what I'm seeing. But yeah, I mean it's Expanse. Expanse is back. It's a setup episode like most episode 1s for seasons are. Not a lot to talk about, to be honest, in the episode. There's not a lot of action in this episode. There's one space battle, I guess, at the very first of the episode, but a lot of setup for what's going on. But
Rocinante is not Rocinante.
Roxanante.
Roxy.
The Roxy, the Rossi. I think they've called it both in the show.
It still hasn't run out of bullets.
You get Monica as well in this episode, the reporter. But yeah, I mean, it's a great show. I mean, it's a good setup episode to kind of go back to what we're seeing. A bit slow. It's not action-packed at all in this episode. And honestly, this might be a really short review because there's not a lot to talk about in this episode, to be honest. But good episode. I mean, good setup episode. I think we're going to kind of start moving a lot faster as we go forward through the episodes. But this episode, like I said, like most episodes, lots of setup, letting us know where everybody is, letting us know what's going on with everybody, what their plan is, and you get like a setup between Avasarala and Holden on finding this particular ship that is kind of guiding these asteroids to attack Earth.
Yeah, they're pretty much putting boosters on.
Yeah, they're putting engines on asteroids. Yeah, basically to push them at Earth.
Yeah,
which is, genius. It's honestly a genius plan. Marcos is making Earth take all their time defending against the asteroids, so they can't really go after him. We also get Kamina Drummer in this episode, and kind of her setup, trying to figure out, for one, how to survive, because she's all on her own. I mean, she's not with the Free Navy, because that's Marcos' Navy. She's on her own. You see her take out a Free Navy ship with a pretty significant plan. You get Michio Pa, which is a much bigger figure in the book, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
But Kamina's taking most of her thunder away at this point. So Michio Pa is more Karina at this point.
She made a pretty big mistake.
She did. Michio Pa made a huge mistake in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's in the book, but from what I understand, mostly these seasons follow each book. This is the 6th book. The final season, and the funny thing is this show was rescued because Jeff Bezos was a fan of this show. That's why it got picked up by Amazon Prime, ultimately, because Bezos loved the show. But supposedly it's the final season. At least with Amazon, it's the final season. My hope is that somebody picks it up for season 7 through 9 because there are 3 more books. The newest book just released. And we haven't read the books, but man, they say they're great. They say they're terrific, and the seasons are really close to them.
It's kind of nice,
good adaptations.
Knowing what goes on.
Yeah, it is nice, and that's kind of like what Bald Move Aaron.
Yeah.
He prefers to read the books after the seasons.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to know what's going on.
Then maybe go back and watch. Yeah.
So yeah, lots of setup in this episode. Not a lot to talk about in this episode, but it's a good episode. The Expanse in general is a great show. I don't think we're going to do ratings on this because there's no point to do ratings on this.
Got the band back together.
But yeah, the band is back together. It's perfect
Everybody
reference.
came back together.
Everybody's back. We don't get updates on everything. Like we don't see how Holden's family's doing on Earth and things like that. But we get enough updates to get you ready for this season moving forward. So I think it's a great setup episode. I think we're going to have a good, I think it's 6 episodes this season. I think there's only 6 episodes this season. So we got 5 more episodes to go. Amazon's releasing them weekly. So they're going to come out. But yeah, everybody in the episode is great. You get just enough of each character to kind of get back with them. There's, obviously there's characters that are like fan favorites like Amos. You get some of him. You don't get some of, a lot of anybody, to be honest. But it's well done.
Yeah.
Any comments from you?
No, it's just, like I said, getting the band back together.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It was nice hearing the intro. Again, I love the intro.
Oh, the music. The music in the show is great.
So amazing. They really know how to put the music together.
They really do.
Especially for when those intense moments. Like I was telling you, it's either I think season 2 where it just kind of took off.
Yeah.
For me, and I was just like, oh, yeah. That's when it sucked me in.
Yeah, and if you haven't given the show a chance, definitely give the show a chance because, like season 1, not the best. I mean, it's good, but once you hit season 2 and then into season 3 is like the epic season. Like it just keeps going and getting better and better as it goes.
I would say season 1 is pretty much
similar.
10 episodes of this.
Yeah, it's very similar to the first season. So yeah, give it a chance. Get through season 1, and not to say that season 1's bad. It's very interesting. It's a lot of world building, which is great. Ultimately for the whole show.
Definitely need this. Need it for this.
Yeah. So the cast is great in the show. I mean, we come to love them.
CGI was good.
These years. Yeah, CGI is always good.
For the world, the big wide spectrum shots.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like the little things.
Yeah,
CGI is kind of.
I did feel like maybe they may have lowered the budget this season a little bit, to be honest, because the Roxy didn't look as good in some of the space shots, to be honest. But it still looks great.
In the first scene, the CGI was a little sketchy.
Yeah, there's some dodgy CGI. It's a TV show, though.
Yeah.
And they're not going to pump millions upon millions of dollars into it. But yeah, check out The Expanse. It's a terrific show. We're in the 6th season. Watch the first 5 seasons if you haven't, and catch up getting this 6th season.
Care about all these characters.
So. Yeah, these characters are amazing.
And that's a big
You're going to come to love them, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, there's lots of family drama, because the ship, the Rocinante becomes a family, and then you have Naomi, whose son is with Marcos Onaros, and things like that. Sorry, that's kind of a spoiler, but nonetheless. But it's there's lots of drama in this that makes it more than just a sci-fi show, to be honest. So definitely check it out. I highly recommend this show. I think you do too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got hooked very quickly.
Yeah. So watch The Expanse, catch up, so we can talk to you about season 6.
Yep.
Anything else?
We will see you
for episode 2.
For episode 2.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom.
Cheers, you about that.
See you next time. You voila.
Voila.
I want them to see the lives we've lost, the pain we've suffered.
I never loved you because you were fighters. I loved you because you were builders.
We need something to give us a reason to hope.